JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave a comment, and share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Jamaican population put on alert for a possible impact of Tropical Storm Beryl. The Met Service of Jamaica is warning the population to prepare for the worst, as projections suggest a direct hit by Tropical Storm Beryl on Jamaica by Wednesday. However, the Met Service says the forecast tracker indicates that the center could also pass more than 150 miles or 241 kilometers from Jamaica's coastlines. PM urges prudence.
It is best to be prepared. So I'm encouraging all Jamaicans to get your precautionary stocks in place, your stocks of goods, food, your batteries and candles, a supply of water just in case. Ensure that your critical documents are secure. If there are any trees or other things that could be of danger to your property, please ensure that you take necessary actions to secure those items and to secure your property as well. It is better to be prepared than to be sorry that you didn't prepare. So I encourage all Jamaicans to take the necessary steps. We are now in the hurricane season and we should have already taken those steps. But I'm giving advance notice that there is the potential of serious adverse weather, possibly a tropical storm, possibly a hurricane. So we should take the necessary precautionary steps now.
Bank employee charged for allegedly stealing $2.6 million from customers' accounts. Detectives assigned to the fraud squad have charged a 35-year-old marketing officer for allegedly stealing $2.6 million from the accounts of customers of a financial institution in Kingston. Diane Thompson, head of marketing at a LaSalle's Employees and Partners Cooperative Credit Union of Anandadale Close, Pembroke Hall in Kingston 20, is charged with access with intent to commit an offense, unauthorized access to computer data, simple larceny, and engaging in a transaction involving criminal property. It is reported that she swindled $2,603,000 from 25 customers' accounts and transferred it to an account she controlled between January 1 and June 20, 2024. A report was made to the police after discovering the fraud and an investigation was launched. Thompson was subsequently taken into custody and charged. She has been released on bail in the sum of $400,000 to appear before the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on August 5, 2024. Man killed with garden fork in St. Thomas. The Portmore police in St. Thomas are investigating a case of a man who was stabbed to death with a garden fork on Thursday. The deceased has been identified as Kemar McGowan, a 38-year-old businessman of Market Road, Portmore, St. Thomas. The police say about 1 p.m., McGowan was in the Chapel Hill community in Portmore when the man attacked him with a garden fork. McGowan was taken to the Princess Margaret Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Man killed after he went to buy sugar in St. Mary. A 47-year-old painter of Gale in St. Mary was shot and killed after he left to purchase sugar. The incident took place on Friday, June 28, around 8 p.m. That is Courtney White, otherwise called Stone, of Top Pen in the community. Reports are that White was visiting his child's mother in Mile Gully, Gale, when he told her he wanted cornflakes. Realizing that there was no sugar, White left to purchase the item at a nearby shop, driving a vehicle belonging to his niece. Upon his return from the shop, several gunshots were reportedly heard. Residents investigated and found White's body lying on the ground beside the motor vehicle. The police were summoned and it was discovered that the deceased had several gunshot wounds to the upper part of his body. 9 spent casings were found close to the crime scene. The St. Mary Criminal Investigation Bureau is investigating. Man shot and injured in Gregory Park, St. Catherine. A 39-year-old man is hospitalized after he was shot and injured in Gregory Park, Portmore in St. Catherine on Friday. About 1 p.m., the victim was reportedly standing near a service station when he was approached by a man who brandished a handgun, pointed it at him and fired, hitting him in the upper region of the body. The shooter then escaped. The injured man was assisted to hospital for treatment. Holness clarifies his social media monitoring comment. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has acknowledged the need to strike a balance between protecting freedom of expression and ensuring the responsible and ethical use of technology. The Prime Minister addressed the matter after a meeting of the National Security Council on Friday.
While we acknowledge the positive and powerful transformational impact of cyber, artificial intelligence, and social media on our economy and society, the National Security Council was equally seized of the potential for misuse of the technology by intentional malicious actors, as well as inadvertently by misguided users. There has been, in fact, an alarming increase in cyber threats targeting critical infrastructure, businesses, and individuals. The National Security Council concluded that legislation is needed to create a safe online space where the freedoms and rights of all Jamaicans can be respected and the integrity of information and transactions is secured. We also noted the need for an intense public relations campaign where the public can be informed of the dangers, but as well as the good use of social media and technology for their personal benefit and national development.
Judge throws out case against Inboy and men accused of shooting at police. A Supreme Court judge was left with no choice on Friday but to throw out a case against a juvenile and his co-accused after King's Counsel Peter Champagne argued that they were charged because the police were seeking to create a reason for shooting the minor, Tahir Fletcher, 20, of a Kingston address, and a 14-year-old boy were freed of charges of illegal possession of firearm and shooting with intent. After the Crown closed its case, Champagne and attorney-at-law Patrice Riley highlighted a number of incredible assertions which came from the testimonies of the police officers who were involved in the incident. The evidence given at the trial in the gun court was that on January 15, 2022, 3 men who were traveling in a motor car were signaled by the police to stop. They refused and engaged the police in a high-speed chase from Bull Bay to Mountain View Avenue. It was claimed that a third man fired at the policemen. The police witnesses said they were forced to return the fire. Fletcher and the teen, who was shot during the incident, were found hiding in a house. During cross-examination by Champagne, it was revealed that the 2 accused were only initially charged with breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act, legislation introduced by the government as part of COVID-19 measures. The teen boy was taken to hospital but was never placed under police guard. He was discharged from hospital without any concerns being expressed by the police. The police did not recover any gun, and the forensic crime scene investigator admitted that there was no evidence to suggest that any firing came from the car in which the men were traveling. Champagne suggested during cross-examination that the police involved in the incident were seeking to justify the juvenile being shot in the face arising from an internal police probe. The accused had denied being in the company of a gunman. They said they had taken out their grandfather's car without his knowledge and were afraid to stop when signaled by the police because neither of them had a driver's license. St. James Police credit Operation Storm for decline in murders and shootings. The St. James Police are reporting a significant decline in murders and shootings in the parish since its anti-crime initiative, Operation Storm, was launched more than 2 weeks ago. During a meeting with Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Friday, head of the division, Superintendent Aaron Samuels, said the operation has been reaping success since his team launched the offensive against criminal gangs in St. James.
For the St. James division, we're experiencing a 28% reduction in murders. For the past 3 weeks, we have not had murder in St. James, and we are pushing to ensure that we continue along this trend.
For his part, Prime Minister Holness urged the police to take a zero-tolerance approach to fighting the gangs in St. James.
I want to commend the security forces for the sterling work that you have been doing in the parish. We pay special attention to St. James because it is one of the parishes that, if it is not properly controlled, can have a significant impact on the national murder rate. And we do note that the new strategies being employed by the Commissioner and the CDS in terms of managing the space, that it is bearing fruit. So I want to commend you and your team and encourage you to keep up the good work, keep up the vigilance, and ensure that the gangs don't have any space in which to operate. And I want you to know that the people of St. James, the people in the communities, the good people of the parish are behind you and your work. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Very good.
Motor vehicle accident claims senior citizen in St. Mary. A motor vehicle accident along the Belfield Main Road in St. Mary has left a senior citizen dead and 5 other people nursing injuries. Reports are that the driver of a grey Toyota Corolla motor car was traveling in an easterly direction along the Belfield Main Road. When on reaching the vicinity of the Happy Hour Early Childhood School, he lost control of the vehicle and overturned into a gully. The incident happened around 3:43 a.m. on Saturday, June 29. It is reported that one of the 6 passengers, 61-year-old Rowan Brown of the community, was seen lying motionless. All occupants were taken to the Onotobi Hospital, where Brown was pronounced dead. The other 5 occupants were treated for their injuries and are said to be in stable condition. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.